Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Welcome back. If you guys didn't see my part one, we were talking about salary concerns, promotion and relegation, and prem chances about the MLS. And ESPN has been talking to the players about 123 current players, and I'm still continuing into reading on the article. So the signing of stars no longer does the signing of stars no longer in their prime help or hurt the MLS development? 55% say help, 21% say hurt, and 24% say it depends on the player. Now, what do I think? I think does the signing of stars no longer in their prime help or hurt MLS development? I think it helps because you're signing in different style of players of different of a different league that have come into MLS, and I think they can change the game. And let's look at what the players said. Back in the day, David Beckham, he helped. Deirdre Drogba, he helped. When players are hungry like that, they can come in and help. If they can make a difference, in the league, that's always beneficial for an organization. Other players, I don't want to name names, but they are more here to enjoy life. Then of course it doesn't help. So yeah, if you're like just coming into an organization just to live the life and not help out or participate, in different events that your team is holding, then I think it's just a waste of time. These guys aren't here long term. It's just a retirement league for them. The guys I've worked with learned a lot from. As long as they're competitive guys, I think it's good for the league. What draws international players to MLS? Living in America, 53% say that. Money is 32. Growth of league, 12%. The quality of play, 2%, and new experience, 1%. What the players said. I think the potential in this league, playing soccer in the U.S., is a huge draw. I think USA soccer, or MLS soccer is growing. We've got international players, going different different um, leagues across nations. So I think, and then when they come back, I think they've taught their teams the different style of play that they've used, and they use the experiences of what they learned in a counter to their style of play. Our facilities are unbelievable. Some of the top teams in the world don't get to show up to work and have what we have. I think the facilities are always awesome to have because you know that if the facility is good, you're in a top team or a top organization. Will celebrities owners like David Beckham and Will Ferrell attract more big name players to MLS in their prime? 72% say yes, 26% say no. And remember, guys, you can always leave your opinions in the comments below. I'm always willing to hear what you guys have to say. And then depends on the player or owner, 2%. Now let me think about why Will Ferrell. Like I would never think about him being a part owner of a league or of a team. It just seems kind of weird. But I think if celebrities are part owners, they can learn about a lot about art, the game of soccer and the evolution of the transforming of the game and making leagues bigger, and people of their relations, they can come in and be of assistance in some aspect, and maybe it'll help them or the organization grow even larger. Let's look at what the players said. Beckham could be beneficial because of he is well respected in the game and he played here. But if you're trying to sign a guy like just say like Jack Wilshere, I'm not sure he's going to come because Will Ferrell is part owner. I think maybe because he might have thought maybe Will Ferrell is a joke. Who knows? I get the feeling that a lot of European players will want to play for David Beckham's club. I would definitely want to play for him. For him, but also because the Europeans love Miami. Is that true? I don't know. Money attract big name players in their primes. Well, no crap. Which MLS stadium has the best, most intimidating atmosphere? I think this is biased because a lot of people are going to say that their own stadium atmosphere is intimidating, but whatever. And I guess based on the players when they go play international or against other teams, it's difficult in situations. So you can argue about this. I think this is a biased question, but 42% say Portland, 28% say Kansas City, 21% say Seattle, 3% say Red Bulls, and 5%, or excuse me, 6% say Six Sellers. Can we know what the Six Sellers are? Nope. All right. Let's look at the players. What the players said. There isn't one setting in MLS that I consider intimidating. Exactly what I think. I think every single stadium or atmosphere is intimidating. You just gotta come in, do what your job is, and then get out. The best atmosphere is Portland, but the best overall experience is Kansas City because they're full and it's grass. Never been to Kansas City, so I can't speak for that. Intimidating to me is playing at FC Dallas at 2 in the afternoon in mid-July. I'm guessing because of the heat, probably. Is MLS expansion positive or negative? For me personally, I think it's a positive because then you know that an organization is growing, it's getting bigger, better, and people will be attracted to it more and more. So 80% say positive, 17% say negative. It depends on the circumstances. 3%. Players said, I think it will dilute the talent initially, especially when we get to 28 teams. I think that's by like the 2018 by 2018, and we'll see a step down of quality of games for a couple of years. But I think once the academies have 15 or 20 solid years for development behind them, the league is just going to get better and better. I'm concerned about it. I think it needs to be done in an extremely strategic way. We don't want to dilute it by having college kids come up. Well, why not? Isn't that the main reason why we play soccer is so we can be professional soccer players? The fact is, the matter is that the college game is kind of going down. Then why don't professional? I guess is it because of the lack of interest in college soccer? Is it the lack of talent? What is it? It's been very okay, let me quote another person. It's been very positive, and the quality of plays is improving drastically year over year. There's no fear in diluting the player pool. So we kind of got some disagreements about whether it's being diluted or not diluted. And I think with the aspects of Jordan Morris coming out of Stanford, I think it's improvement for a team for like Seattle. I think it's very what's the word happy. That's not really the word I want to use, but that you get the feeling that something is something good is gonna happen. All right, can an MLS team win the CONCACAF Champions League without spending more on players? 75% say yes, 24% say no or not sure, 1% are unsure. Can MLS? I think every team has a chance to win. You got the Mexican teams that are talented as well. But spending more on players, I think if you want to win, you should spend more on players. I guess you don't have to because you have the talent on the teams that can play. And if you lose the game during a CONCACAF Champions League game, then you might have not done something right during the game. There's something that didn't go well. What the players said. It's hard for an MLS player making $50,000 to get up an extra game for like a $30,000 bonus between 30 players. Oh my God! A lot of guys look at it like, oh crap, rather than an opportunity. I would look at it as an opportunity. If you're gonna be playing more games, I think that you would always want to take the opportunity because eventually there'll be a time where you're gonna have to be stopped playing and you're gonna have to retire. It's difficult. It's difficult to believe you could win 2 home and away game series against a top Mexican team. I think an MLS team will win it in the next 3 or 4 years. I think we're becoming close to it. Just teams have to be better at what they want to do. Where would the best MLS team finish in the Premier League this season? Okay, so this is a diagram of 4 spacious squares. So we have 1 through 4, we have 0%. 5 through 9, 17%. 10 through 14, 50%. And 15 through 20, 33%. Honestly, I think it'd be between 9 and 10ish, because you have really Premier League teams that are really good, some are really bad. So I think they just finish right in the middle. It's just, this graph suggested that they finish more between like the middle and last, but I think they'll be finishing more of the middle-ish. And this will be our last question, guys.